Of course, man. It's these young guys. I was telling them they're not going to see anything like they're going to see this weekend. Well, they've never seen anything like what they're going to see this weekend. It's going to be wild, man. We got some really good teams coming to our regional, so we're going to be on our A game.
Looking at this regional, obviously you haven't had time to look at the teams, but everybody at this level, there's some fans will say that state's got an easy track or easy regional. Is there any such thing this time of year?
Well, there's no such thing this time of year. Anybody can beat anybody. That's the beautiful thing about baseball. So we're going to respect every opponent we face, like always. And like I said, man, good week of practice and get ready for this weekend. There's no easy wins this weekend. We're going to have to earn every single one of them.
Next, we'll go to John Sokolov.
What's up, Tanner? I know obviously it was just announced, but do you know anything about those teams in your field, and what did you just kind of think when you saw the draw of the teams that you'll be taking on this weekend?
We played Sanford early in the year and beat them. But as soon as I saw their name pop up as we're playing them at 2:00 Friday, I was thinking, man, we're going to have to earn that one because those guys are really, really good, and they're playing really good ball right now. So we're going to have a good week of practice and get ready for them and not take them lightly. Come out on Friday, play with a lot of energy, play like we're the number 7 seed, like we're hosting the tournament, and play aggressive. And I think if we do that, we'll be just fine.
And a quick follow-up to that, did you have any what were you kind of expecting coming in today? Did you expect to be a top 8 seed? Did you think there was going to be, were you not nervous about it, or were you a little nervous thinking maybe there's a chance that we might not be?
Man, I wasn't worried about it at all, to be honest with you. My freshman year, we went on the road and went all the way to Omaha. Our road to Omaha was on the road the whole time. And I really wasn't worried about it. But do I want to be a national seed and be able to host here? Of course. But the main idea, man, we just want an opportunity to go on the journey to Omaha, and we got it today. And luckily, the journey to Omaha goes through Starkville, and we're excited to host it.
Next, we'll go to Robbie Falk.
TA, from the beginning, especially this year, you've been kind of the steady hand for this team. And I mean, one of the main points you try to make is never get too high, never get too low. Last week was pretty low with the 2-run rule losses. What was your message to those guys? I know you guys weren't happy with that, but what was the message to the guys, and how did you approach the last few days?
My main message is, guys, we're still a really, really good baseball team. We're probably one of the best teams in the country. And we just got to believe that. I told them, my freshman, sophomore year, we believed more than anybody in the country. And that's how we got to Omaha. So, we got punched in the mouth at the SEC tournament, but it really doesn't matter now. Who cares about that? It's in the past. All we can do now is have our eyes up to the future, man, and get ready for Friday afternoon. That's all we can control. We're going to control what we can control, and that is Friday afternoon, our preparation to Friday afternoon.
What was the schedule like when y'all came back from the tournament? Did y'all work even harder? Did you take a break, or what did Coach Lamonis do when y'all got back?
Coach handled it very well, man. He gave us a couple of days off. Just get away from the game, relax, hang out with friends, see family, stuff like that. Then we regrouped and got back out here yesterday. And I think that was a great call because my freshman year, we kind of had the same thing happen. My freshman year, we got beat early in the SEC tournament, came home, and I think we had 3 days off to just get away from the game. And look, that year, if I remember correctly, we ended up in Omaha. So I'm glad we had a couple of days off, but we're ready to get back to work now. The camaraderie and the attitude in the locker room right now is really good. So I'm excited, guys.
Next, we'll go to Steve Robertson.
Yeah, seeing you guys pop up as a 7 national seed, obviously it's a culmination of a long season. Is it more relief, or is it, a celebration, or is it really kind of a combination of both after what you guys have been through here the last couple of weeks?
It's kind of an expectation, man, to be honest with you. We expect to host a super regional. So now we got that behind us. We can just pin our ears back and get to work. So it's kind of I guess you could say relief because, man, we expected to host, but as soon as we got that behind us, we can kind of just lock in on what we got to do. And that is to maintain everything we've done all over the season and get ready for Friday afternoon.
And a quick follow-up on that too. Now your opponents. So like you mentioned, just kind of locking in. How good is it to kind of get back into a routine now? There's no guesswork. You know where you're playing. You know who you're playing.
Oh, it's just kind of a sense of relief. We can focus. We do it all the time. We focus on us, and that's what we're going to do, man. And like I said, these teams coming in, they're very good. They're in this tournament for a reason, and they can beat us on any day of the week. So we got to have a good week of preparation and just take it one game, one pitch at a time.
And we'll go to Tyler Horka, and then we can take one more for Tanner after that.
Tanner, you mentioned telling these young guys that they've never seen anything like what they're going to see this weekend or the next couple of weeks. What does this week look like for you as a leader who has seen that and knows what to expect this week with how many people are going to be there and what these 2 weekends mean? What does the week look like for you preparing those guys for this and making sure they're locked in and you guys get the job done?
And I just do my best to stay behind them and encourage them because, like I said, me, Browdy, Hatcher, Riley Self, and Spencer, we've all been through this. We know what it's like. Some of these new guys have no idea what it's like. There's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a big crowd. There's going to be good teams. It's going to be very good competition. So I'm going to just do my best to stay behind our guys and encourage them. And because when you play with confidence, your game kind of goes to the next level.
And last one for TA, we'll go to Steve Robertson.
TA, as you guys, I'm sure you know, there's been a lot of people that questions your worthiness as a top 8 national seed, but you get it anyway. Does that give you guys maybe a little extra motivation after what happened in Hoover? Do you have maybe a little bit of chip on your shoulder where you feel like you've got something to prove?
We always have something to prove around here. There's always a target on our back. We're used to it. Nothing new. So we're just going to go about our business and work and control what we can control. At the end of the day, we'll get out of what we put into it, man. And I feel like worked hard all year long, so we're ready for this. So I'm not worried about nothing. I'm just worried about today's practice. That's it.